Joe, what can I help with? You want me to carry these pennies?
Dude, Shane, I can get it, bro.
I'll carry my weight. You went and got them. I'll carry them. That's fair.
You? I do.
Roscoe, I have a very serious question for you.
I will not kiss you for $1.
Are there skunk apes? Do I need to be concerned?
You don't need to be concerned, but there are skunk apes.
Roscoe,
You
I don't believe they exist, Roscoe.
They're here, and they listen. They don't like being seen. They hide.
They hide.
But you might get them, so
what do we do if we see one, Roscoe?
Just look. And tell them, we don't mean any harm. We're just here to fish.
It is a big snook. It's a nice snook. Dude, it's a horse. Alright. Guys, what is cranking? We are excited. So here's what we got going on. We are finally gonna get a chance to go back down to the Everglades. I have been working like a crazy man, and I haven't fished in a while, so I'm super excited. We got Ross and Joe with me. We're ready to go. We're gonna jump in Joe's Titan, and we're excited to go hit the Everglades. This is about a 3-hour drive down. It's early January. Temperature's gonna be in the mid 50s. Guys, last time we went down, had a good trip. It was fun, but we are super excited about this trip. We got better weather. We're not fishing just after a cold front like last time. Last time was brutal, because we were fishing right after a cold front. It was down in the 30s, and it was not pretty at all. So this time we got much better conditions, much better weather. We're actually going to take some pinfish down. Ooh, we're going to take some pinfish down and throw them around the bridge that we like to fish. I've never done that. I'm super excited to do that. We definitely should have some good luck with that. So we're excited for that. Guys, we got a 3-hour trip. I'm going to catch up with you when we get down there. Stick with it. Stay tuned. It's going to be a lot of fun, guys. Everglades. Let's get it. We'll see ya. All right, guys, we're headed to our first spot. We are on the lookout for the skunk apes. We got pinfish in hand. It's Everglades time, and we are going to walk down to our first spot. This is going to be dark. I got a little bit of red light going, but it's going to be dark, and we're going to be real quiet. You're going to hear us whispering because we don't want to make a lot of racket, a lot of noise. We don't want to be yelling and screaming, so we're going to be talking kind of soft, but that's okay. Guys, I've never thrown pinfish like this at these fish at this particular spot, so this is going to be cool. This is the first time we've ever done this with pinfish. Obviously we fished this spot before, but never with pinfish, so I'm super stoked to do this because there's nothing gets a snook going like a lively little pinfish, right? There's snook, tarpon, there's redfish here, there's all kinds of stuff here. All right, let's see what happens. Stick with it, stay tuned. I'll catch you on the other side. Okay, here's what we got. Pinfish bite wasn't happening, so we're gonna pause on that for a second. I'm gonna throw a swim bait. This is that 6-inch Savage Gear swim bait. This is the white rigged weedless, right? We're fishing around bridge pilings, and we don't want to get caught up in the pilings, but we got really fast moving currents, so we got to be on the ball. But we're gonna throw this Savage Gear mullet, see what happens. Okay, let's see what happens. Yes, sir. We got fish on, and he hit that Savage Gear swim bait. This should be a snook right here. Yes, it is a snook. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. First fish of the night, boys. I'm gonna get you some light here. Ooh, and he is just barely hanging on. These are the most dangerous kind, man. These are those smaller ones. This is not a big fish at all by any stretch. He thumped it right in front of the bridge piling. There's that. There's that. Let me come over here. Get out of the light. Gosh, they thump it nice, don't they? There he is. There's Mr. Snooky Snook. He's not big at all. Like I said, he's not too cold either. It's actually decent temperature. Nice little fish. Hey, Mr. Snooky Snook, say hi to the camera for us, will you? And again, got him on that Savage Gear, that swim bait. That's actually my first fish on this swim bait, and he thumped it nice. Let's get him back in. Thank you, fish. We're on, guys. We're on again. This is a better fish. Better fish. This is a better fish. This is a better fish, boys. I'm gonna bring it down here where it's a little more shallow. This is a better fish right here. This is a better fish right here. The one we caught before was a lot smaller. This is a better fish. I'm gonna bring him down here where it's a little more shallow. The seawall's not as high, so I can get to him. All right, I'm gonna put some light on because I know you guys can hear that. I know you can hear that. You just can't see it. That's a better fish. All right, I'm gonna lay down. I'm gonna lay down and land this sucker without scraping up my rod too bad. Okay, there we go. This is a better fish right here. She's still just a little green, and I got her. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's a better fish right there. Look at that mullet. Just fell right out of her mouth. She fell right out. Guys, let me tell you something. Handling these fish, you better hold on, because these jokers are strong. Let me get out of the way. Get back over here, away from the action. Gotta love catching these fish. These snook are, what is that? It's like a little parasite or something. What a beautiful fish, right? 24, maybe 25. Beautiful, beautiful snook. Everglades snook on the swim bait again, the Savage Gear swim bait. I'm gonna go red light. We're gonna get her back in. I'm gonna try not to make too much noise, because again, we don't want to jack up our spot, right? Okay, boys, here she goes. She's going back in, and there she goes. She's swimming nice.
Brother Roscoe just got him a nice redfish and a swim bait.
It's all stuck.
That's a good hook set, my friend.
Thank you, sir.
Good fish, man.
Thanks, bro.
Yeah, it's a nice one.
All right.
Good job, dude.
Joe's hooked up.
That was a good red.
What do we got, Joe?
On the pinner, baby. That feels like a good red.
You want to walk down this way? And we'll put the white light on him. Yeah, that's a good fish. That's a good fish. Right, I'm gonna go white light, okay? This is a good fish, boys. I'm gonna go white light here in a minute, guys. You guys can't see. I know you guys can hear that. Is that a snook? Dude, I think that's a snook.
No, is it?
It is a big snook. It's a nice snook. Dude, it's a horse. It's a nice snook. I knew I saw a silver body. All right, let's see what we can do here. It's a nice snook. Good fish, Joe. Oh, there he is. No, there he is. We got it.
Go fall in.
Yeah, I'm good. Good fish, brother.
Dude, on the pinner.
Okay, I got your rod if you want me. Hell yeah.
Dude, I was sitting there fighting like it was a red. I'm like, yeah, I've caught these before.
That's a nice snook. That's a solid fish, dude. Nice job, brother Joe. Look at the mouth.
I'm glad you called that, bro, because I was thinking redfish the whole time.
I just saw a white body. I'm like, dude, I think that's a snook.
Dude, he was fighting like a red dog.
He was. That is solid fish, dude.
Oh, man.
What do you say, brother? Everglades, baby.
I thought it was a red. No, over, kind of pushed off from where you were fishing before. Thanks, dude. All right, you ready, man?
All right, guys, we're gonna get a release here. We gotta get her back in. get her home. She's ready to go. There she goes. Thank you, sweetheart. My man. Nice job.
Surprise, man.
Nice job, kid. On the pinner pin. Pinfish paid off. Hey guys, okay, I'm gonna give you a little snapshot of what's going on. This is kind of an overview of what's happening when we're at this bridge. It's dark, you can't see. If it was daytime, it would make a lot more sense visually, but being that it's dark, it's black, you're not gonna know what's going on, which makes sense because it's dark, right? Okay, so here's what's happening. Here's our road, right? Here's our road. Here's a seawall on both sides, and we're fishing these four corners. Okay, right now in this particular video, we had an outgoing tide. All right, what does that mean? That means the tide's going out. That means the current's going this way. It's coming around this corner and it's going out. Okay, it's coming this way. O-U-T, out. Tide's coming this direction and it's flowing around these corners big time. Okay, what happens is this bridge has got pilings set across the bridge on either side. I'm not an artist, so please forgive me. Okay, these fish are staged up in between these pilings. They're staged up right on the corners, right there, and they're staged up like right here, which would be in between the piling, between the seawall and the piling. They're staged up right here waiting for food. There's also a little trough, and you could find fish floating out here. You could find fish floating out here. You could find fish on this corner. Again, what are they doing? They're waiting for food to come around the corner so they can ambush it, right? You could find fish on this corner here. You could find fish just out front of the piling right there. You could find fish anywhere along these spots. Amen? And then you've got spots on the back side, back here where the current isn't as fast. And you can find fish right there. You can find fish down the bank this way and even down the bank this way if you want. There's fish all over this bridge. Matter of fact, Joe got his big snook on a pinfish that was down here. He wasn't even in the bridge. He was outside the bridge. He was down here in that slower current, milling around looking for food, and Joe's pinfish comes bebop along and boom, he takes it, okay? The fish that I got, me personally, actually, matter of fact, this is where Ross got his redfish, was out here too. All my fish, I got 3 at the bridge that night. All my fish came on this side. I was standing right here. Here's me. That's me. I caught my fish on this side. And what I was doing, the pinfish initially didn't work so well for me. The current was going so fast, I could not keep track of that pinfish, and I could not get him down like I wanted. I could not keep track of him quite like I wanted. So we transitioned, we switched to a swim bait. Swim bait, heavier, I have more control. I know exactly where that bait is throughout the cast. I know exactly where it needs to be, because what I don't want is to get caught up in these pilings. These pilings are covered in barnacles. They're razor sharp. We're using 30-pound braid, 40-pound fluoro. Again, we had to bump up like that because when you're fishing around docks and pilings, you get into one and then they're gonna slice you off. They're gonna cut through your leader like a hot knife through butter. Amen. So what I was doing, and once the pinfish worked it, it didn't work, switched to a swim bait. With the swim bait, within a couple of casts, I had my first hit. And here's what I was doing with the swim bait. Swim bait, we would throw up here, come around, and we'd work it back. Throw up, let it come around, and we'd work it back. And what I'm doing is I'm working this swim bait the best I can in front of these pilings. Right there. I'm trying to work it up, let it come back, swim, 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 swim. They'd see it come out of the piling, boom, and they'd eat it, okay? I caught fish right here in between the piling, caught them right there at the piling, caught them in between again right there. They're just staged up right through there. That's where I got my 3 fish, was right there. And you can't see that in the video because it's black, it's dark, and you can't, it doesn't make a lot of sense. So I'm drawing it out for you. And then once I caught them, I was able to work them down the seawall. I came around, and here is where I landed them. Okay, that's an L for land. So I landed them right here. This is where we landed them right there. This is what we were doing. Again, just working an outgoing tide, throwing up current, letting it come back, swim, 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 swim. With that swim bait being as heavy as it is, I could feel exactly where it is. I'm using Suffix 30-pound braid, high vis yellow. Why high vis yellow? Because it's nighttime, and that yellow helps me see where my line is at night. Helps me in the daytime too, but we fish a lot at night, and so I need to see where my line is. Very, very important, so I can keep track of where I'm at, so I don't get hung up and I don't start losing baits, losing lures, losing tackle. That adds up real fast. So every single one of my rods, I have high vis yellow on everything. You know, again, because we fish at night a lot of times, and it helps me in the daytime too. Okay, so that's why I do that. And then we ended up transitioning to the canals, and I got mine on swim baits again in the canals. All my snook that night came off that Savage Gear swim bait in the canals and at the bridge. But this is an overview of what we were doing. Okay guys, time check is 4:44 a.m. We are at another spot. These are the canals, the ponds that we fished in the past. These have produced, these have done very well for us. We've caught big fish out of here before. We're targeting snook right now in the morning. The tarpon come in, they start rolling. We'll throw with them too, but right now in these canals, we're targeting snook, big snook. So we're gonna give this a go. This is spot number 2. First spot did very well for us, and we're gonna hit spot number 2. Guys, stick with it, stay tuned, wish us luck. Let's get after it and let's see what happens. Here we go. All right guys, we're on. Good fish. We're in a second new spot here. We're in the canals, and she stuck it right close to the bank. Yes, she did. Good fish. Good fish. She stuck it real close, right? There's rocks right there on the bank. She stuck it right at the bank. This is a good fish here. This is what we're looking for. This is the snook. This is what we're looking for. She's still green. Come here, baby. Get up here. There she is. There she is. Look at that Savage Gear mullet sticking out of her face. On the purple, man.
Oh, dude, good fish, man.
Very good fish. Okay, boys. Good fish right there. Good fish right there. 33 all day long, guys. Swim bait, again, bait of choice. It's a great bait. All right, guys, we're gonna get her back in. There's a boulder right here. Somebody want to jump on Gator Patrol?
I got you, brother.
I'm gonna put her head first in. Trying not to get soaked here. Okay. Okay, sweetheart. She thumped it right at the bank, right off these rocks, and I was thinking, you know, she's either gonna hit on the other side of the bank, or this bank is where the bite's probably gonna come from. Sure enough, it came from this bank. She was just sitting right there. She's almost ready. There she goes. There she goes.
Nice work, bro.
Yeah, man. Thank you, sir. Boys, we're on again. This one isn't as big, but this is a fun fish. And she's fighting. We got palm trees, we got mangroves. This time she hit the gold mullet. Good little fish. There's rocks all along these canals. So what happens is they get cold and they hug these rocks. They hug these rocks for heat, right? These rocks hold heat, and so they hug these rocks to stay warm. That's what they're doing. You get your bait in near those rocks, you're going to hook up. You are going to hook up. There's our fish right there. Look at that gold mullet hanging out of his face. That Savage Gear mullet is money, guys. I'm telling you right now, do yourself a favor and get you a couple of them. Good looking fish. Looks like she's gonna go about 26. Not as big as the last one, but still solid, healthy. All right, we're gonna chunk her back in. She's healthy, she's ready. Here we go. There she goes. As I pan my light, there are gar everywhere. Holy smokes. These canals are loaded with gar. So you gotta fight through the gar, fight through the gators, fight through the craziness just to get to the target species, which is what? Nice snook, baby. Hey, good job. We'll take it. Guys, good morning. It is 8:22 in the a.m. I can hear gunshots off in the distance. It's duck season down here. We're in the Everglades. It's the next morning. Good morning. Had a good night last night. Stuck a couple of nice fish. You guys might not be able to hear that, but the duck hunters are they're shooting, man. They're trying to get them some birds. So anyway, we're in another zone. Again, we're just fishing some canals right off the side of the road. There's snook in here. There's tarpon rolling. There's all kinds of stuff. You never know what there could be some peacocks. You never know. So anyway, we're gonna give this a go. Stick with it. Stay tuned, and let's go get them. Joe, what you got, Joe?
The world's smallest peacock bass.
Oh, snap.
Look at that. Yeah, oh, man. Look at that. Look at the size of that whopper. Was he far out or at the bank? I'll show you in a second. And there's a bluegill.
Roscoe, talk to us, man. How you doing, bro?
I'm doing great. Our brother right there just finished the day off the right way. We've been wanting a peacock all day long, and my brother just calls me and says, let's go, we're going home. Boom, peacock. My man, he always pulls through.
How you feel about our trip, Joe?
I feel good now because we finally got a couple freshwater fish to cooperate, even though they were dinked. But good trip, man. Got some really nice snook, great redfish, good numbers. Had a shot at a couple tarpon, a largemouth, and a peacock. What else can you add?
Amen for that.
Amen.
Guys, we are done. It has been a great trip. Anytime we get a chance to come down to the Everglades, it's a great trip. We got a lot of nice fish. Had a great time with Ross and Joe. We got a chance to see the Everglades. Hopefully you got a chance to see what just a beautiful estuary and what a beautiful fishery this really is. Hopefully we can bring that to you. If you ever get a chance, come to South Florida, find you a canal, get a fishing rod, and just get after it. Have some fun, guys. Hope you guys like this. We are packing up. We are headed home. We got a 3-hour drive home. Julie, I miss you. Mia, Alex, I miss you guys. Love you. Can't wait to see you. Guys, hope you like this. Subscribe, like, all that good stuff. We appreciate you. Thank you for watching. We love you. Deuces.
Relax, live, and wriggling. That's what I like.
Get in the net, boy. Get your butt in. I got this little dip net. I'm trying to catch this big fish.
You ready?
Man, I'm gonna just work around. Ross, you're in my shot, Ross.
You're my shot.
Ross, you're in my shot.
Lonely. How do you see? Shake it off. Live a life.
Also, Ross, I got to let you know.
Got to let you know. What am I? I need you tonight, 'cause I'm not sleeping. There's something
We don't
about
mean any harm. We're just here to fish.
that makes me sweat.